My days of scouting go back to 1949, when I was a first-class scout in Troop 242, Astoria, Queens. In the 1960s, I was a Cub Master in Malvern, Long Island. I just remembered one story about the Cub Scouts. Before we joined, John was about 9 years old, and he was ready to join the Cub Scouts, so we went to the meeting to get him signed up. So two other neighbors of ours, Jim Imholz and Jerry Griffin, brought their two kids. So the six of us sat at a table, and the committee chairman got up and said, if you want your boys to join the Scouts, we have no leaders right now. We need leadership. We need a Cub Master, we need assistant Cub Masters, we need den mothers, and committee people. So that was a disappointment. Jim and Jerry looked at me and said, well, Roger, if you volunteer to be a Cub Master, we'll be your assistants and help you out, and we'll get some den mothers. I said, okay, and guess what, I agreed to do it. So the rest is history. We had a very successful Cub Scout pack, and worked out okay. That was the end of my scouting career until one evening in 2018. After dinner, I was feeling nostalgic about my early scouting days and got the urge to revisit that phase of my life. I decided to make an inquiry. I learned that the Boy Scouts met on Tuesdays at the Vista Community House, which was one short block from our house in South Salem. I met the Scoutmaster and the Troops Committee Chairman, both of whom were very hospitable and friendly. I said that I'd be interested in assisting the troop whatever they felt was appropriate. They gave me a Boy Scout handbook and welcomed me on board. Back home, I scanned the handbook and was surprised to see that the Scout Oath, the Scout Law, the Scout Motto, and the Scout slogan were all the same, and believe it or not, I still remember them from my early days. The committee chairman suggested I might be interested in serving as a merit badge counselor and as an examiner on the review board, and so it all began. A merit badge counselor. There were about 150 different merit badges. I screened the list to see which ones I would be knowledgeable of and qualified for. I submitted background check authorization forms, completed the youth protection training course, got my member ID, reference number, and submitted an application which was approved to be a counselor for 11 merit badges. Citizenship for the community, collections, genealogy, stamp collecting, space exploration, engineering, coin collecting, drafting, American business, entrepreneurship, and public speaking. For each merit badge, I studied the workbook and pamphlet, which described the requirements for earning the badge. In the 4 years from 2019 to 2022, I served as counselor and approved 45 scouts for 7 different merit badges. I've been impressed with the sincerity and enthusiasm of each scout's quest for a merit badge, and awarding their badge has always been very gratifying for me. Now, the board review, there are 7 ranks of scouts. 7 ranks a scout can achieve once they fulfill all the requirements. Scout, tenderfoot, second class, first class, star, life, and eagle. Once a scout completes all the requirements, he goes before a review board. I served as an examiner on many review boards throughout the year and recognize how seriously each scout takes advantage of requirements. After 4 years in December 2022, I felt it was time for me to retire from scouting. It's been a very pleasant experience for me, and I was proud to be once again of service to the Boy Scouts of America.